The European Commission says that there is a fresh impetus to strike a trade deal between the EU and US. This comes after a volatile few days between the world's largest trade partners, accounting for nearly 30% of global trade. It was just Friday where US President Donald Trump said negotiations between the two weren't going anywhere. That is why he announced a 50% tariff on all EU goods starting from the beginning of June. However, after a phone conversation between President Trump and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen over the weekend, both sides described it as a good call. Donald Trump subsequently agreed to the EU's wish to push back that deadline to July 9th. The message from the Commission is that they are putting Friday in the past. They say they're concentrated on the present and they're taking negotiations day by day. But major sticking points do remain. It's been reported that Washington is not happy with the EU's proposal of 0 for 0, essentially wiping out each other's duties that are already in effect. And there are wider concerns as well. The Trump administration has consistently reiterated that the trade relationship is unfair and unbalanced. That is a charge rejected by the EU, saying that while there is a surplus when it comes to goods, that is largely offset by the exchange of services. Now, while the US has proposed these steep tariffs on EU goods, the EU, meanwhile, is also working on potential countermeasures. They're still negotiating between industry leaders and European member states on what exactly that package of countermeasures could look like, but it's believed to be worth over $100 billion. The message, though, from the European Commission is crystal clear. They see that as a last resort. They believe and consistently say that tariffs are a lose-lose, and they hope that the party can be hammering out a win-win solution between the two sides, and that these negotiations will mean that these tariffs will be negated and that some kind of compromise can be reached before that July deadline. William Denselow, CNA, Brussels.